afternoon and welcome to another episode of Child Friendly Chat Gaming. I'm your host Michael Scott 41, and we're going to go ahead and hop right into our Valorant rankings. We're going to waste no time this week. And we're going to start off, as we can see, we don't have a lot of changes this week. Everything stayed pretty much consistent. We have our big mover of the week is Matt. He moved from 3 all the way up to number 1. I've been ignoring his skill for weeks now in the game just because, he's Matt. And he's good, and he also annoys you. So sometimes you just gotta ignore him until it gets unignorable, and then you address it. And that's what happened this week. Matt's skill finally caught up to me, and I can't ignore it anymore. So he moved up to number 1. And another big mover this week is Mike. He moved up a couple spots after swearing off Valorant or League. He's no longer going to play League. He's just going to stick to Valorant. So I bumped him up a couple there. Hopefully he can transition that into some real steps up in the charts here in the coming weeks. And now we're going to hear a word from our sponsor.
Hello, my name is Addison, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Blue Couch candles. So the first thing I like about them is they smell really good. The second thing I like about them is they're packaged beautifully. The third thing I like about them is they're great to use at weddings. My favorite wedding with these candles is my sister Lala and James. So make sure you go buy some candles, and bye girl, bye.
Thank you to our sponsor. And that ad is actually a great segue into our League of Legends board, because I actually have Addison here with us in person in the studio to help make our League of Legends rankings board. So please go ahead and welcome Addison to the stage. Thank you for joining me today, Addison. For those of you that don't know, Addison is my little sister, and she has never even once watched a game of League of Legends. She doesn't even know anything about the game. So this tier list is going to be 100% accurate, and I'll guarantee it. So we're excited to hear what you got for us today, Addison. What do you got?
So the first one I'm going to do James because he's my brother. And then the next one I'm going to do Josh because I love the videos of Rosa. The next one I want to do Rachel because, you know what, girl power. The next one I want to do is Travis. The 5th, Jack. 6th, Matt. 7, King. 8, Joel. 9, Mike. And 10, Dan.
Well, there you have it. There's our League of Legends tier list for the week. Thank you for coming out, Addison, and thank you for your help.
Thank you for having me.
Now we're going to move into a new segment that's going to put a spotlight on our Fantasy League of Legends league. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to screen capture as I look through each individual matchup between the players and kind of highlight a couple of the facts there. Alrighty, let's look at our Fantasy League Saturday night update. These are before the Sunday night matches. As you can see, we got a close game, couple close games, a couple blowouts, but those blowouts can also be quickly turned around due to the amount of games left. We take a real quick look here at Rachel versus Dan, and we see that Rachel's blowing Dan out, but it's also because she had her support Ignar score 84 points because she correctly picked. Then we look, Rachel has 2 games left while Dan has 4, so there still is a good chance that Dan could come back with some strong performances. And another match we want to look at, James versus Mike. James is up a good bit here too, but Mike has 5 matches left and James only has 2, so Mike can quickly turn that one around. And then we look at Tim versus Josh. We see that, sorry, that's not Tim, that's Travis. The names confused me. We see Travis is up by a little bit, but again, that can quickly be turned around based off tonight's games and performances. And finally, we have Tim versus Matt, and we see that that's a super quick game, but Tim's probably going to run away with it due to Matt having a top laner who is not currently in a starting lineup. One last thing I want to focus on here is the budding rivalry between Travis and Tim, as their names are slights towards each other. Travis going with the Tim Boo slice instead of Tim Bro slice, and Tim going with the Will Spec Sucks instead of We Spect Me. So can't wait to see them face off head to head in future weeks. But that's all we got right now for our Saturday night update, and we'll see how the week finishes up. That's all I have this week for Child-Friendly Chat Gaming. Thanks for joining me. Remember, trying to get some highlights back in here, but I can't do that unless I get sent clips. So be trying to clip things, be trying to get highlights however you can and send them in so I can get them in the show. But other than that, thanks for joining me, and catch you all next week.